This is VFL Weekly Wrap. This is a preview of round 11. Now, there are 9 games this week. 3 teams have the bye. Port Melbourne, Sandringham and Southport. Now, the Saturday game. There's no Friday games, so there's Saturday games. There's 7 Saturday games and 2 Sunday games. Firstly, GWS against the Northern Bull Ants. That's at Blacktown, 11 a.m. GWS is 6-3. They won their first 6 and they've lost their last 3 now, so they need a confidence booster here. They've lost 3 in a row. Well, Northern Bull Ants, again, they were dreadful last week. 0-9. They haven't won for a long time. It's basically been a whole season. They didn't win till the halfway point of last year. So it's been a while. And I just can't see them getting close to GWS, to be honest. GWS should get a confidence boosting 10-goal plus win, for sure. Now, there's a game at Beaconsfield, a Richmond home game. They're playing Sydney at 11:05 a.m. Richmond is 6-3. Sydney have been absolutely woeful this year. 1-8. They have lost their last 6 games, Sydney. Honestly, I don't expect Richmond to have any problems here. Sydney are going to come down again and get smashed, I think. They're not going to kick a big enough score, so Richmond should win, but I don't expect that game to be high scoring, actually. Now, there's a game at Ipswich up in Queensland. Brisbane, Williamstown should be a belter. That's at 1:05 p.m. Brisbane travelling very nicely, 6-2. Williamstown are back in it now. They are 5-4. They have won their last 4 games. So they are flying Williamstown, but this is a big test for them. Well, Brisbane has actually knocked Williamstown out the last 2 seasons up there. So it's not a happy hunting ground for Williamstown. And I just don't think that they'll trouble Brisbane, especially up there. If it was down here, I'll definitely have Williamstown, but should be an interesting game, that one. I'm tipping Brisbane. Now, there's a game at Churnside Park at 1:05 p.m. Werribee, North Melbourne. That's going to be another good game of footy. Werribee, they're back on track now. They're 5-4. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. North Melbourne, travelling nicely. 5 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. They've won 5 of their last 6 as well. So 2 teams in very good form. Once again, it's a hard game to pick. You know Werribee's going to shut them down. On a smaller ground, it's going to be more difficult for North Melbourne. This can go either way, this match, seriously. I think Werribee might just win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way and it's a close, low-scoring game. Now, this is probably match of the week at Coburg City Oval. Coburg against Footscray. Coburg's not going to get a better chance to beat Footscray in this week. Coburg, unbelievable. They're playing chaos, open footy. I love it. Handball at all costs. Attacking. They're 5-4, Coburg. They've won 5 of their last 6, and that one loss was when they got robbed against Frankston. So they could have easily been on a 6-game winning streak. Footscray, 5-3. They've won 3 of their last 4. They're not doing too badly either. Coburg's actually above them on the ladder on percentage, but Footscray's played that 1 game less. This is a massive game. I wouldn't be surprised if Footscray win. Well, they'll probably be favourites, but I'm going for it. I'm picking Coburg. I reckon they're flying right now. I reckon they can get the Dogs. Should be an absolute belter. Now, Box Hill playing Frankston at Box Hill City Oval, 2:05 p.m. Should be an interesting game, this. Box Hill, they're 7-2. They had a blip last week, but playing well. Frankston, 5-3. They're doing okay as well. Again, a tough game. It could be low scoring. Anything can happen. Frankston, I don't think they've been at their best. I think Box Hill got just too much weapons for them. And at home, I think Box Hill will get Frankston, but it could be a tight game, that one. And this game I'm probably going to go to at Whitten Oval Saturday night at 7:10 p.m. It's the TV game between Collingwood and Casey, so it's a Collingwood home game. I'm actually looking forward to this game. It's going to be a very good game. Collingwood are 6-3, playing very well. They've won 3 of their last 4. Casey, 4 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Had a big win last week. Mate, this is going to be a very good game of football. It wouldn't surprise me if Casey get them, to be honest. Collingwood will start favourites, depending on who's available, who's not, because they're more worried about the AFL teams. Because they play Monday, don't forget, King's birthday day. So on King's birthday, so they've got like basically 1.5 days. So both teams probably should be full strength. That's a hard one to pick. I reckon Casey might get them. I think they might get Collingwood. I think they've got a good forward line and they've got a lot of good players, Casey. Don't underestimate them. As well as Collingwood has played, that will be a close game. The 2 games on Sunday to round out the week. Geelong at home against Gold Coast at Cardinia Park at 11:05 a.m. Geelong have 3 wins and 6 losses. Well, this season's just about shot. They won their first 3. They've lost their last 6. And they just can't seem to score. The Gold Coast Suns, well, they've got academy players in there. They've got a few injuries, but they still should be doing well. 2 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. They haven't won in their last 4 games. If this was at Gold Coast, I might pick Gold Coast, but down at Cardinia Park, I think Geelong will bounce back and get the Suns. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a high-scoring game because both teams have struggled this year, so they might just go for it. The final game's at Windy Hill at 2:05 p.m. Essendon Carlton. Don't forget, these 2 teams are playing each other AFL Sunday night at the MCG. It's 7-ish, 7 at night. So I'm not sure if the emergencies for the AFL game are going to play in this game. So it'll be interesting to see. Both teams are 3 wins, 5 losses. And both teams have lost 4 of their last 5. Sorry, that's Essendon. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Both teams have been up and down. But don't forget, Essendon took Lee McMahon from Carlton, who was their captain, best goal kicker. They put him on AFL list, but he'll be playing in the VFL for Essendon against Carlton. That's going to change my tip. I think Essendon will get him. But it could be a low-scoring, scrappy affair. So those are the games this week in the VFL. Should be an absolute belter. Of course, just subscribe to my channel if you want. Kurt Genk under VFL Weekly Wrap. I'll see you next week.